Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja, I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder Thinka Consultants with another live regarding the Australian immigration updates, state sponsorship updates, and any other important immigration news, which is especially in terms of the Australia. So let's start this session. So before we start, let's take a quick break because I need more people to join. I can see if you have joined right now, but I need more people to join and then we'll start our session formally. So let's take a break, and after the break, we'll be right back shortly. Thank you.
With so many opportunities for higher education and skilled migration worldwide, it's no wonder that more and more people are seeking out new places to call home. But navigating the complex world of immigration and its respective laws can be a daunting task, with different rules, regulations, and requirements depending on where you want to go. That's where we come in.
As licensed migration agent and education consultants, we are here to help you navigate the complex world of immigration with ease. Whether you're looking to study abroad, work in a new country, or even start a new life overseas, we have the expertise and knowledge to help you get there. Our team of experts are not only skilled in understanding the scenarios, but also in understanding the specific requirements, ensuring that you have the right resources to succeed. We understand that every client is unique, and we work with you to create a personalized plan that suits your needs and goals. From visa applications to language proficiency tests, we have the tools and resources to help you succeed. We also keep up with the latest trends in technology and legal developments to ensure that our clients are always one step ahead of the competition. At the end of the day, our goal is to make our clients happy by helping them achieve their dreams. We know that moving to a new country can be stressful, but with our expertise and guidance, we'll help make the process as smooth and seamless as possible. Together, let's broaden your horizons and help you make your mark on the world. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you achieve your migration and education goals. Think Higher Consultants, because your dreams matter.
Alrighty. So welcome back, viewers. So whatever questions you may have it, you can put it on the comment box. So we are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, we are live on, I believe, LinkedIn as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be taking few questions in between our discussion. So because the exciting news are there, Queensland State Sponsorship also opened lots of invites happening for the Western Australia on 11th of September. Then again, the Victoria also started their second round, which was quite disappointing. But again, we are expecting more invitations for the offshore applicants in next couple of rounds. So things are quite excited. And then obviously one another, very it's a quite distressing news that the international student capping has been done, and which is a nightmare for lots of education providers because they have 5,000, 6,000 student capacity, but only they would able to enroll one or two students in a year, which seems like lots of education providers will be closing their operations or they're closing their campuses, which is quite daunting. But yet again, for immigration, news are quite exciting, super happy with how things are working out and how we have planned it for our clients. Now, I've been very vocal and very much, giving the advice about different state sponsorships. And you have seen lots of states have just invited whatever the advice we have given to our clients. New South Wales yet to open up, and that is something we are waiting for. And I believe once they will open up, they will also be inviting lots of occupations, especially onshore and offshore. But New South Wales have given their policy, and that is quite generic. So for offshore, obviously, you need to lodge an EUI, and then for onshore, there is pathway one, two, and three. So we'll discuss on that one also. Let's talk first about the Queensland. Queensland, very promising, and I believe that that will help lots of offshore applicants to apply, and I believe they will definitely consider. So, our team, if you can open up the Queensland requirements, we'll discuss with our audience, and then we'll take few questions regarding Queensland, and if they have any, then I'm more than happy to take it. So let's go to the Queensland. So this is the Western Australia team. So I need Queensland. So team, you need to be very sure what I'm asking for. So team, please open up the Queensland link, not Western Australia one. Western Australia we'll discuss later. All right. So meanwhile, until team opens up the requirements, I'll give you a brief. So Queensland is open up for onshore, offshore, and their graduates. So they have divided into four different categories, and apart from that, they have also have stream of small business operators as well. So if you can see the program updates here, so they have started 24, 20, 25 rounds. The migration program. So they have given two different lists. One is called the QSOL list, which is for all offshore applicants who are really interested to apply, whereas they have also given in Queensland energy critical list, which gives you a priority. So say if you're on a QSOL list, but if you're on an energy list as well, then you're able to have a priority. So if you can see here, so there are four different streams. Queensland workers living in Queensland, Queensland graduates, small business owner pathway, and then skilled workers outside Australia. The requirements are pretty generic. You need to have 65 points, but the good part is if you're onshore, graduate, or skilled workers in Queensland, there is no specific list. So you can select any occupations from the legislation, which is LN 22/2022. So that's a postcode, but there's another LN which gives you more than 600 occupations to select, but that is for onshore. So let's talk about the skilled workers in Queensland. So that is mainly for those who are offshore. So team, if you can just click on skilled workers living in Queensland, not the occupation list, but the skilled worker living in Queensland. So if you can scroll up a bit quickly, team. Team, if you can please scroll up. But I think due to the technical issues, team is not able to do so. So let's talk about the offshore. So offshore, they ask for only 65 points. Then you must be in a QSOL list. That is very important. And once we have the list, then we would able to definitely guide you through the more nitty gritty of it. So team, I would really request that put up the skill page as early as possible, please. All right. Meanwhile, what we do until team puts up the requirements, let's take few of the questions. So I'll pull up few questions here. So Himanshu is asking, hello sir. So Himanshu is asking, manager manufacturing, any update? Himanshu, Victoria, you can obviously apply for UI through for production manager manufacturing. Queensland, we need to see because Queensland have given their intensive list. They do have production of plant engineer, which can be one option if you are an engineer. But production manager, manufacturing, you can apply New South Wales, Victoria, and we need to check the Western Australia. So these are the states where you can apply. But I need to check how many production manager manufacturers has been invited. Um, let's go to the next question. Fahad Yasser asking, hi sir, offshore production of plant chances are good. Fahad, Queensland had opened up, and as I was telling to Himanshu, Queensland has plant and production engineer in their list. They're asking for 5+ years of experience, which you already have it, and you meeting and the point testing is quite good as well. So I would suggest that you should please consider lodging Queensland SMP or contact my team. They will make sure that at least your EO and RO has been lodged. Now, again, let's go back to the list. So now we have the Queensland workers in skilled workers in Queensland. It means that those who are in Queensland. I need if you can scroll back, team. I'll show you which exactly link you need to click. Close the pop-up, please. Scroll down. Click on skilled worker outside Australia, the fourth option. All right. So we were talking about the offshore applicants. Now scroll down, please. So further down. So these are further down. So these are the requirements. So if you can see here, 65 points are required for both 190 and 491. Now, you all know about the difference between 190 and 491. But again, as I said earlier, you need to be in your offshore Queensland skill occupation list in order to meet the requirements. Now, they also require proficient English. For those who have 6 each, that is competent English, would not be able to apply the EOI and ROI for Queensland. So you need to have at least 7 each and also 65 each in PD. Whereas work experience required 5 years skill experience, and you must be currently also working. So if you're working in the industry, they will be promoting you much. Now you have both options. You can go with 190, but you can only lodge one EOI and one ROI. So you have to choose one. Either you go with 190, Now, based on the point testing, we are deciding on the subclasses. So it's not that everybody can apply for 190 because we need to also see the real practical perspective that whether you're getting invited or not. So we'll choose according to our experience, but we are trying to lodge more 190s instead of 491, and then we'll see if 190s are not invited in next few rounds, then we might change it to 491. So you need to also keep a follow up with my team as well, because it's a both way process. So it's not that if we are doing it, so you just keep yourself quiet. You also can follow up with us, and my team would happy to assist you in any matter. Then you can see you need to have 2 years of Queensland commitment. So see, requirements are pretty generic. It's more about the experience and the proficient English, which I believe that most of our offshore clients do have it. So this is how it's working out. Now let's go to the Queensland offshore list now. So team, if you can just open up the offshore list link. So just scroll down. There would be an offshore skill occupation list link out there. Just click on that. Feel free to put questions on the comment box. I'm more than happy to take those. Yes, so that's the one. If you can click on this. So meanwhile, when my team is opening up the offshore skill occupation list, let's take a few more questions. So let's talk about, so let's take the next one. So Mahin Tofel. Mahin Tofel, it's been 10 months, any chance getting invite, 70 points, 189. Mind, if you don't mind, give me your occupation. So at least we would able to guide you through university lecturer. So mine, you are very close. People are getting invited, and it's more about the experience and the proficient English. So I believe if you have 6 each, then you need to work out more in order to get the proficient English. But if you already have a proficient English with 5 years plus experience and on 70 points for 189, still chances are there, but you need to more focus on 190 and 491, because 189 there are less invites. Because last round you have seen they've invited mainly to engineers and especially nurses and all those stuff, early childhood teachers. If you want to have a fair chance, then go with the 190, 491, and I believe the team has already put your UIs. So let's hope you're that close. I believe that more rounds coming up in a couple of months. So next quarter, so in next 3 months, there are fair chances that we may get more occupation being invited, just like production managers or HR advisors, university lecturers, marketing specialists, these all occupations. So team, if you can just please put the offshore Queensland occupation list as early as possible so we can discuss on the list. All right, so meanwhile, we'll take another questions. Why production of plant engineer is been invited? See, again, it depends on how things are working out. All right, just team, let's take a quick break. After the break, I'll take more questions. Just give me a break. And after the break, we'll be opening up the offshore skill occupation list for Queensland as well. Plus, I'll be taking more questions from your side. Think Higher is presenting Study in Cyprus, which is one of the great opportunities for those who are unable to meet the requirements of Australia and Canada and US. Cyprus is one of the great destinations where students can study, along with that they can work as well. The few of the benefits are affordable fee. So they are somewhere around 5,000 to 7,000 euros for a year, their fee is. Along with that, the low financial requirements, so you only need to show 7,500 euros as a financial requirement. Whereas 99.9% is a visa success ratio. University apply your visa by themselves. That gives an opportunity to have 99.9% visa success. Apart from that, very vibrant culture. So all the instructions in university would be in English. That will help you out building a right career and right education destination. Hope that helps. All right, welcome back, guys. So let's take a few more questions and then we'll discuss about the Queensland offshore skill occupation list. All right, so mine to fell we have already discussed. Mohammed Junaid Khan Gauri, great to see you live again. Thank you, Junaid. Please advise any other states in NT which has opportunity for IT professional other than Darwin. Yes, you can definitely, Junaid. I would recommend to go Adelaide. Adelaide has better opportunities, whereas you can also go to regional Queensland like Geelong or Shepparton. Geelong has better opportunities in terms of having the IT work where you can work from home as well. So lots of companies now giving work from home. So IT is one of them, but I would suggest Adelaide. South Australia would be a better option for you. Western Australia is more towards engineering, the hardcore engineers and other occupations. So I think Adelaide would be a good option. So finally, the team has opened up the offshore Queensland skill occupation list for us. So if you can see here, we'll scroll down. So if you scroll down the construction project managers, so you can see lots of building and construction occupations are there, and they are priority in all other states as well. So construction project manager, building project builder, engineer manager, urban and regional planner, chemical engineer, material, civil, geotechnical. Now there is also biomedical engineers are there as well. So that is a plus point for us. Then quantity surveyor, structural, transport. So they are all belongs to civil and construction industry mainly. Transport engineer. If you scroll the team, if you can scroll down further, so you can see electronics, electrical, industrial, further down. So most of all the engineers plus engineering technologies as well. Further down, please, team. So petroleum, aeronautical, agriculture, biomedical, engineering technologists, environmental engineer. So you can see lots of engineers are there. And if you keep rolling team and show the audiences with other occupations, we have it. So further scroll down. Keep scrolling. So early childhood requires license, so that's not an issue. But again, you see lots of nurses, ICT security specialist, one of the good occupation. So I hope that lots of ICT security specialists would have have good opportunity, because right now Victoria and other state have not invited them. Again, lots of trade occupations, telecom lines workers, so they all are. We have lots of people who are offshores, and now Queensland energy skill occupation list is the one which shows the priority. So you might have the same occupation in QSOL. Then again, QE as well. Also, if you have those occupation, then you will get a priority. So you can see here, most are engineers, and they all have, the engineers are there. Then team, if you can scroll down and show our audience that what other occupation you have it. So if you have friends and family who you can relate and their occupations are there, civil engineering draft person, that's also one of the good occupations. So lots of civil engineers, if they can get your skill assessment done as a civil engineering draft person, then also they have very good options. Those who have done associate degrees after year 12, they can go as an electrical engineering draft person, civil engineering draft person, that is mechanical engineering draft person. They all have good chance to get invite with 75 to 70 to 75 points, very less points. So you can see there are opportunities out there. All right, so team, let's take now questions. Lots of people are now asking us lots of queries. So let's take up. If you have friends and family and they really wanted to ask more questions, feel free to. I'm here to answer as much as I could. So after Junaid, if anybody has a question, team, if you can put on the screen. So Gurveer Singh asking 80 points welfare worker Victoria salary. I think Gurveer, you have also asked us on the YouTube as well. Chances are good, but if you have superior English, then you might get an invite in very next round. Otherwise, you need to wait for 2 to 3 rounds. Chances are good, but you have to wait for 2 3 rounds. And since you have visa until August 2026, so I don't think so there would be any issues. Let's go to the next question. Sorry. All right, so Engineer Hafiz asking, sir, please tell me about the agriculture engineer. As I mentioned many times, there's no agriculture engineer eligible. Yes, so if you have done technician work, so you can also get your skill assessment as a technician as well. But agriculture engineer also good opportunity. And now since you have seen the Queensland skill occupation list, I believe they have agriculture engineer and they're eager to take agriculture engineer. So you should get my team to lodge your EOI and ROI for agriculture engineer. 75 to 80 points would be enough. And if you have lesser points, then I would suggest to go with 491. If you're exactly on 50 or 55 or 60 point yourself, then go with 491. But if you already have 75.70 yourself, then go with 190. This is how we are doing it. Let's go to the next question. Now, Fahad is asking offshore production. We have already taken that one. So Fahad, you have good chance. Do apply Queensland. There are good opportunities, even New South Wales. But let's New South Wales get started the invites. We have done the US for everyone. Now we just need to wait for them to invite us. Let's go to the next question. Himanshu asking how much backlog in 133512. So 133512 is production manager. So backlog is not there, Himanshu. If you have already launched the visa, then it's gonna take some time. But if you're waiting for the invite, then as I already told you, chances are good. So new occupation will get invite, but you need to patiently wait for 1 or 2 rounds. Let's keep to wait for New South Wales first, because there are lots of chances that you might get an invite for New South Wales. Let's go to the next question. Junaid, we have already taken the question. Let's go to the next one. Sham Rider asking, sir, and score 233194. So 233194, we need to check. Sham, you need to apply Queensland as early as possible. Great opportunity for engineering technologists. Mukhtar, if you again go with Queensland. Queensland has lots of engineering technologists opportunities. It's better that right now do it. New South Wales, I also believe they will invite lots of offshore, but right now I think Queensland is very good option to go for. Let's go to the next question. So Mukhtar, I saw someone got invite. Yes, they have got invites. EOIDs for 2020. See, depends on case to case. If you have superior English with 80 points, then they have invited. So they have chosen a few people, not everybody, but then this gave us a hint that they will invite us down the line in next couple of rounds as well. So things are good for engineering technologies this time. Let's go to the next. Junaid, should I inform the Indian? Junaid, first you need to get the visa. Once you land to Adelaide, then in 14 days you have to inform. Not right now. It will be done after once you land to Australia and within 14 days of time. Hope that helps. Let's go to the next question. We already discussed on this one. Our team, you just keep repeating the questions. Please try to get the new ones. We already done this one. Team, try to get the new questions, please. Mahin Tufel asking, I have lodged through Thinka in December 2023. I hope my UI and RI is submitted for all states. Mine, you need to contact the team. We try to lodge all states, but obviously you also need to take a follow-up. We doing it proactively from our end as well. And inshallah, my team has done most of the UIs for every client, but if that is missed, then we can do it. So please contact the team and they are more than happy to assist you. Let's go to the next question. Mohammed Rishabh asking, I'm planning to move to Tasmania and currently working in IT industry in Melbourne. I have only 1 year left for on my four. What I think it's a good option to go for Rishabh for Tasmania, and even you can think on Queensland as well if your occupation falls under that one. IC security specialist is there, but check that one that other occupation if you have different occupations being assessed already been assessed. Otherwise, Tasmania is a good option if you find a job out there. So you need to work in a nominated occupation there. If not, then it's going to be difficult. So 6 months into the nominated occupation to get a real chance to get a 190. Let's go to the next question. But the Fahad Riyasat asking, sir, as 189 visa processing time has reduced so much due to less backlog. So what are the production plan in your chances? If you have already launched the visa, then it's gonna be quicker. Chances of getting invite, as I said, would be good, but we need to keep an eye. You must need to have a superior English in order to have a better chance. Otherwise, 90 points are good for 189. So chances are good, but keep trying 190 as well. You can't just rely on 189 because it's going to be next coming December, the next round, and by that time there would lots of changes out there. Okay, so let's. I believe things are all good, and we have covered most of the comments. Now let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll be discussing on Western Australia list, which occupation they have invited, and after Western Australia, we'll take few more questions and then wrap up the session. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break. Alrighty. I think we have got enough comments, but feel free to put more comments if you like. So let's talk about the Western Australia. Western Australia recently invited people on the 11th of September. That was another round they have done it. This is a second round. So graduates, they've invited lots of civil engineering staffers and, as per their policy. So lots of building and construction occupations, and then probably lots of trades. So you can see chefs being invited, then dietitians, dentists. So these all are being invited. Then hospital pharmacists, health promotion officers, hotel and motel manager, which is really good. So graduate list has been invited. They all invited 80 to 85 points, which is not bad. These are the onshore graduate stream. Let's talk about the next. So let's scroll down to the next list. Now, again, as I said, lots of other people were invited on graduate stream: quality surveyor, primary school teacher, early child teachers, registered nurse, structural engineers, student counselors, university lecturers. But again, these are onshore. So those who have already onshore, they have been invited on these points. Now let's go. So the points is from 80 to 90. That's where they have invited people. Then I scroll down team further. Then we have another list for graduate stream. They are vocational ones. So if here vocational again, they've invited chef, carpenter, chef, and restaurant manager. These are specifically those who have studied vocational. Now, obviously, those who have done bachelors of hospitality and they're chef, they comes into the high study. But those who have already done a diplomas courses, they are under these qualification, these occupations. Scroll down further, team, to the onshore list. So this is the Westmall list for priority occupations. They are mainly medical occupations. They all be invited on 80 to 85. So this is pretty much identical to the last round they have done it. So not much changes this one. But again, these are all licensed and registered occupations. Tough to crack, but if you crack, then see pharmacy technician, one of the other good occupation where if you get skill assessment of pharmacy technician, then there are great chances to get an invite. Let's go to the next one. Then Wormsol schedule one pretty much for the medical occupations. Let's go to the next place, which is the more generic occupations for onshore and offshore. So this is the general stream, and you can see engineering draft person again, civil and construction industry, occupations are there. Then painting trades workers, hotel and motel managers, early childhood teachers, welfare workers, solid plaster. So there are lots of occupations they're invited. And again, you need to have 80, 85, 90, 100 points. So they haven't invited anybody less than 85 or 80 points. So points are on a higher side if you really want to get an invite at Western Australia, but they are all onshore. If you can see, state of residence onshore. Offshore they haven't invited, or even interstate they haven't invited. Scroll down further, team. So I think that's pretty much it. So if you can see, they've invited people, those who are in Western Australia. That's quite unfortunate, but let's hope that Western Australia invites to interstate and offshore. But things are good. Let's take few more questions and then we'll wrap up this session. So team, if you can see more comments coming up, please put it on the screen so I'll take those. So David is asking, respected some mechanical engineer, 491 with 80 points. Good chance, David. Apply Queensland. Queensland opened up. They have mechanical engineer as well. But you also have good opportunity for New South Wales, Western Australia, and Victoria. Because sooner or later they will invite offshore people. So engineers are on high demand. So mechanical is you good with 80 points for 491. Not bad. Next question, please. So Awais is asking, dear sir, I'm your client from Peshawar. What are my chances of customer service manager? In the current FII, I should have. Always you need to definitely improve. I think 75 points or 70 to 75 points would be even better. So you need to improve your English. If you go with the English, then you have better chance to get an invite. As I said, New South Wales and other states might invite to different other occupations as well. So then you will get a good opportunity to have an invite in your hand. Let's go to the next question. So Mohammed Rishabh asking, sorry, one last question. I applied you in Melbourne. Once I move to Thailand, do I have to need? Don't need to withdraw. If you get invite and if you can move back to Victoria, then that is one option. But you don't need to. But again, if it's 491, then you have to show the residential proof as well. Otherwise, what you can do, you can immediately, once you get an invite, move back to Victoria and start residing there, and then accept the invitation. I hope that helps. But again, this is something which I'm advising out of the box, so that it's not. It depends on case to case with occupation, and also you need to contact my team or myself personally in order to do the case by case. Whereas Victoria do ask you to be in Victoria in order to get invite, but say few days are not bad because you haven't permanently moved there, so you can always come back to Victoria and accept your invite. All right, so thank you so much, audience, to be live and have and I hope that you have got the right information, and the updates which Australian immigration has recently come up. And if you like what we are doing it every month, I would suggest if you can thumbs up, give a thumbs up to comments, then I would be more encouraged to do more lives often. As I said, if I get 50 thumbs up in my one live session, then I would able to do two live sessions in a month. Otherwise, every 11th or nearby, I would be doing lives. So I need 50 thumbs ups, but I really want if you can give a thumbs up on the comment. So comment, post a thumbs up in the comment, so I would able to come more live. Then you don't need to come down for my the consultation that cost you $110. So you can ask whatever question you may have it and take a most out of it when I'm coming live. So all the very best, and thank you so much for joining us. Inshallah, we'll take more once we have more updates. We'll keep you posted. So Allah Hafiz and take care.